Yo, what's going on, guys? Back today with another video. And I know I've been gone for a while. I'm really sorry about that. I've been focusing on my job that I've had, which I was talking about in the last video I did. And it's a very good job. It's very nice, a lot of very nice people. The managers are really nice. And I have a great time. But today is not about me. It's about something that has been going on in these last few maybe like weeks or so or days. And if I were to summarize it and not give any details, it would look kind of like this meme right here, and then it will kind of be this lyric from this Lucky song. But I'm not here to give you the short end of the stick because you haven't heard from me for a while. So I'm here to tell you everything. I'm not going to sell you guys short. So near the end of March, I had posted like a few like kind of cryptic stories about me kind of just venting about what has been going on, and like ever since the year started, because I think ever since the year started they've kind of felt a little sideways, mainly with like within our friend group and stuff. And it definitely raised concern, and instead of like being able to like talk, I kind of just like ghosted myself off of everything for like a day and a half until I eventually like came back because people were obviously concerned, and I came back because I get there to work and Jay's sitting there waiting for me, bro. He's sitting there waiting. He gives me like the biggest hug ever, and like immediately calls Hayden. He's like, "Yeah, he's good, he's good, he's good." And I was like, I was not expecting that one bit. So, and then like from that point onward, it kind of continued into the main situation I kind of want to talk about, which is the like over that time period, me and someone who I've been friends with for a while, someone's been on this channel, me and that, I was like, you know what? If we can't, I told Hayden over text that if he continues to try to like be slick and stuff, I'm just not gonna put up with it. I'm just deading it immediately. I don't know if I'm gonna put what I said there, but it kept up, deading it, done, it's over. And he tried to say something slick while I was there at work, and I was like, all right, cool. So I did exactly what I said I would, completely deaded it. And from that point onward, I just did not interact with them at all, moved them off everything, just completely dead and buried that problem. It should have been dead right then and there. I did go on to reference that in the apology story that I had made about uh, disappearing without really saying anything, and I'll pop it up on screen right here. And basically, in summary, I basically admitted to, yeah, it was selfish just to go off on my own and try to do it by myself, because it never really works, and not communicating, not letting people in, pushing people away. And like I said, I still had things to work on, and I had to do my best to follow through with working on those. And like I'm not a saint, but I'm trying to do my best. And where I reference this is in saying that the more one-on-one things have already been dealt with, and they should have already been dealt with at that point, because at that point it should have been over. There's no contact, zero, none. It was dead and buried. Boom, dead and buried. At least it should have been dead and buried until he decides to drop this message in the general chat and basically just blurt it out to everyone in the server like, hey, look at the situation that should have stayed private. Now you all know about it. And then just leaves. And then, again, it was definitely me acting selfishly. I was like, alright, so you're gonna leave? I'll just, and just erase your history from the server. But then I forgot that banning people doesn't delete all of their messages anymore. It only goes back to 7 days. So now it basically looks like it gets made to look like that. Oh, I just banned him because I didn't want him there. Everybody's first going on about, bro, why'd you ban him, bro? Why'd you ban him? The audit logs don't lie. The audit logs don't lie. Like, dude, one, you were not there. Like, simply put, you were not there. And yes, that does look bad. But then I went on to explain that what I just said, I just did it to erase messages. And I mean, he said, yeah, sure, okay, that's good. But like, it hasn't been clear with anything, bro. Like, it feels like there's something that he wants to say, or he's not saying it. And like, I can completely understand feeling that way, because I've been that way a lot with like problems that I've had in the past. Even though I've always been one to say that whenever something's like going wrong, especially like within the server, I'm gonna be there to say like, "Yo, what is your problem? Like, can we like stop?" So like now, from that him basically blowing up and making that whole server thing, it goes on. I think a few days later. Oh, sorry. It goes on a few days later, and it ends up doing it in a Twitter group chat that we share. It basically just blows up. And I was like, all right, cool. And he just leaves. He did while I was asleep, because then Hayden texted me about it. He was like, yo, what's going on? I was like, what happened? I was asleep. Like, all of that went down while I basically like went to bed. I thought he did them like crazy like expose, a bunch of different messages, and no, he just left. I scrolled up in the group chat, I just saw he left, and I was just like, oh, all right. But then yeah, that was the second time where it basically made it completely public knowledge when all of this stuff could have been dealt with behind closed doors. And I did say that in the story that I posted after the apology one, whenever I came back talking about it. I was like, dude, you had every right, you had every power to actually talk it out and deal with the problem, and you just gave up. Why? Oh, because I was just showing a little pushback because I was trying to clear up a mistake. Like, dude, that's something that's been bothering me a lot recently. Like, I don't get why, if there's something that's clearly bothering you, but then when you're trying to ask about it, and you're not hearing you're not necessarily hearing what you want to hear, you just give up. Like, that is so annoying to me. Like, where's the persistence? Where's the persistence? And if there's none, if you do show some, you're basically just saying, oh, well, if you're not going to tell the truth, or, oh, if you're not going to actually tell me about it, or if you're just going to keep everything hidden, then I'll just stop. Like, hello? Like, I'm sitting there being dead honest about what I'm saying. I'm being 1,000,000% truthful. Yeah, she's disregarded is me trying to hide in a shell. I'm not actually explaining what's going on. Like, cool. Cool, bro. Cool. And then there was another time, like a day or two ago, where apparently I said something so crazy that he heard that he's like, yo, that was bad. Yeah, he texted me, he's like, yo, you said some like mad disrespectful stuff. I'm like, okay, what did I say? And then he's like, no, you just talk it out. This is with Bait. And he's like, no, you guys need to just like talk it out. I'm like, okay, I understand that. What did I say? And he keeps going on about having to like talk out and stuff, have stuff for the server, how everyone needs to be together, which I agree with. Like, all this stuff is really corny. And like that image that I referenced at the start of the video, bro. At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is just not real. Like, we need to be grown here. But then at the same time, it's like, yeah, I understand all that, but like, you're still not telling me what I asked originally. And I still don't know, right? I still have zero clue what I said, as he has still not told me. He's still not gone out of his way to tell me. And I haven't asked about it again since the day, because I was like, all right, if you're just not gonna tell me, I guess I'll just never know. All right. And with me not knowing, whatever I said better not get brought up in any other context. Be like, yo, Jab said this about you. And I'm like, yeah, I ended up getting confronted about it. I was like, I never knew I said that because I never got told about it. So, like, guys, like, I can't. You want me to confront the issue about it, but like, I can't confront the issue if I don't know what I'm going there for. Like, you have to tell me. You need to tell me what it is I said, or else, like, I'm just never gonna know. Because it's better me knowing than me trying to go in and try to say sorry for some, like, super vague thing that might not be the concern. Because whenever I try to steer just a little bit off, like, the main path and, like, trying to clear up the confusion, I got shut down immediately, and he just deaded it. I was like, alright, calm. I guess we'll just never talk about it again. So, yeah, that, like, bro, just tell me, bro. Communicate. Like, that's so annoying to me. Like, if you want to know something, be persistent about it, bro. Like, make the shell crack, bro. Like, you're not gonna just cook eggs if you never take them out of the fridge. You know what I'm saying? that was a dumb analogy. And that's another thing that I talked about with Hayden earlier. Like, bro, like, throughout this whole situation, like, both Hayden and Hakai have been, like, the only two people where I've talked to this about. They've been, like, 1,000,000% transparent with me 100% of the way through. And it's like, yes, thank you for actually telling me how I feel about it, what's going on. Because if I don't know, I'm not gonna try and make baseless assumptions, because that benefits nobody. No one gets anything done just assuming. Like, sure, you can have an educated guess, but at the end of the day, it's still just a guess. You're not gonna actually know anything unless you are given, like, a side of the truth and you're actually told what's going on. And then with the Lucky lyric, it's like, bro, that's just how it is, bro. We just grew apart now, and that's fine. That's completely fine. Like, I can unblock you, which I did. I've already unblocked you on everything, but you're never getting back in. Is the main, I guess, the main, like, moral of it is just you're never getting back in. Not never getting back into the server, because, like I said many times before, you are 1,000,000% free to come back whenever, wherever, because you still have friends here that mess with you a lot and that care about you. But, like, I am not gonna sit here and try to, like, pretend, because I'm not a pretender. Like, we're just not on those terms anymore, and we won't be ever again, because I've grown over the years. I am not someone that does. I've given too many people, too many of the wrong people, second chances, and I'm just not. I'm not flying that way anymore. It's not happening. This is definitely a situation of the one kid that kicks the dodgeball into the roof of the gym and gets the whole class to sit down for the rest of the class. Like, everyone else may have been doing everything completely fine. They probably didn't deserve to have it taken away, but the one kid sank the ship. All right, one guy put a leak in the ship, and now it's completely sank. And if there's another ship, guys, it's just never gonna happen again. I don't know where I was really going with that, but you get what I'm trying to say, bro. One person ruined it for everyone, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, like I've already said thousands of times in this video, you had your chance, or retribute, or not retribute, to get what you needed to know, solve what you needed to know, talk it out, and you just gave up. It's not my fault. All I was sitting there doing was trying to say and clear the confusion of what was happening when you were asking me about it, and you're like, well, I see this is going nowhere, so I'm just not going to continue. And I was like, all right, cool. And that was the end of it, permanently. So, well, that was the end of it, discussing it permanently, but the stuff didn't end, like I said, until I tried to get a slick one on me while out of the work, and yeah, I was not letting that fly. So you made your bed. Now you're gonna lay in it. Now you're gonna lay in it forever, because this door that we had open, that will gladly walking through it every day, every now and again, slammed shut, locked down tight, never opening again. And there's nothing to change my mind about that at all. I'm not gonna have like people trying to talk through other people to try and like change my mind, because no, I'm not gonna talk to someone that I'm not talking to anymore through other people. Like, the same thing that was happening with the Goten situation, where Louis was sitting there trying to say stuff to me that Goten was saying, like every now and again in the Discord. I was like, bro, just shut up. I don't want to hear it. There's a reason you are not here anymore. That was obviously completely different and probably a lot more severe, because of the stuff that Goten did was way worse. But the principle will still be there. Like, I'm not hearing about it from anyone else, and the only reason that I did is that Hakai read off that long tweet you made, or that long notes app thing that you made. That's about as far as it goes. And I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and fault Hakai for it, because he's just sitting there trying to be a good friend, you know. And I respect him a lot for that. I respect Hakai a lot, because like I said earlier, he's one of the only people in the situation that's been 1,000,000% transparent, and I mess with that heavy. So, like I was saying, the door's shut. There are 0 back doors. Try to make one like an alt. I'm slamming the door in your face. Extra hard. Make sure it leaves that red mark. I can't say because it's cold. It's gonna hurt a lot because it's warming up. It was so hot at work today, bro. I was boiling up at work. That's besides the point. Door shut. It's over. Nada. Zit. I don't want to hear zip at all. And in terms of where this is gonna go in the future, I don't know, because all this stuff has created a bunch of ripples within the group. Literally, I don't know. And like ever since all this stuff went down, like I said near the start of the video, it feels like things have just been moving weird. And I know it's not me overthinking it, because I had to ask Joel about it. It's like, yo, is Vaden acting weird because of all this, or am I just overthinking it? He's like, no, you're just overthinking it. But then I asked Hayden the same question. He's like, nah, bro, there's definitely something going on. I've noticed it too. Like, that's why me and Hayden are locked in like that. Like, bro, like I'm seeing this stuff, bro. I'm not crazy. And I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go. Uh, Hopefully all this stuff just ends because it has been bothering me for weeks ever since it even started. It has been like really, really annoying having to think about having to deal with like the repercussions of something that never should have even been like made public. Like this could have just stayed completely under wraps, dealt with behind closed doors. No one gets a peep. But we're past that stage now. Pandora's box has been opened, and it's out. The cat's out the bag. It's everywhere in our spaces, so we can't really keep that under wraps anymore. Um, and like again, back to referencing the apology. It's like the main thing I said, bro. What's done is done, and I do apologize to everyone who's been caught in the crossfire of this because, like I said, this should have stayed private, and it just didn't. So I do reach out an apology to all these people that have been bothered by this, and I do want it to like get better, and I want this to resolve itself, so I can stop worrying about it, stop having to think about it, and just move on, keep pushing, keep focusing on myself, and the main concern for all of this is that like I don't want this to be the catalyst of the dreaded great separation of the friend group because this is literally the last group of friends that I have. I'm so serious. This is the last group of friends that I actually have that I've known for a while now. And if I lost that, like how I lost the middle school friend group that I had, boy, I am going to be a mess. It is not gonna end well, bro. I am going to be an absolute mess if that happens. Oh boy, 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 boy. That would not be fun. I don't want that one bit. So, hopefully this all gets resolved so that situation does not have any like grounds to go off of and start rolling because it's felt like the boulder for that has started to roll, and I need that boulder to stop. Please do not do this. I do not want this to happen one bit. But yeah, that is basically everything on my side that I wanted to get out there, and hopefully this made sense. Like I said, I'm not really the best at articulating myself on the spot like this, but hopefully I did my best. I hope you guys had a great day. I'm glad to be back, and I'll try to upload more consistently. So I'll be seeing you guys.